The Valdosta police confronted Smith on a clear, sunny day, following a call from a drugstore employee reporting a man who was harassing customers and soliciting money outside. While two suspects fitting the description were located, only one of them had an outstanding arrest warrant. Unfortunately, Smith was wrongly identified as the suspect. The shocking body camera footage captured Smith engaged in a cooperative conversation with a police officer, when suddenly, another officer crept up behind him. Without warning, the officer pinned Smith's hands behind his back and violently slammed him face first into the ground. Smith's cries of pain and anguish filled the air as two more officers held him down and handcuffed him. It was a moment of sheer brutality that should have never occurred. The shocking footage shows that the officers mistakenly believed Smith had an outstanding arrest warrant. However, it was soon revealed that they had arrested the wrong man. The immediate realization of their grave error added to the disturbing nature of this incident. In response to this horrific incident and the subsequent lawsuit, the Valdosta City Council has approved a $350,000 legal settlement offer to Smith. This proposed settlement also includes the creation of a citizen review board, which will play a vital role in overseeing the local police department and making policy recommendations. Nathaniel Hoggebrook, one of Smith's attorneys, has acknowledged the settlement offer but is still reviewing the proposal. He expressed his belief that a resolution to this case might be reached swiftly, as Smith is eager to put this traumatic experience behind him. This lawsuit was filed 4 months after Smith's violent encounter with the police and came amidst a national outcry against police brutality and racial injustice, fueled by the tragic killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Attorneys for Lieutenant Billy Wheeler, the officer responsible for the violent takedown, have claimed that he mistakenly believed Smith was the wanted man. They argue that Wheeler was justified in using force because Smith allegedly resisted arrest. It is important to note that Smith was released without any charges, and he left the scene before paramedics could attend to his injuries. Officials in the city of Valdosta were ordered by the court, and they offered Smith a staggering $350,000 in legal settlement. This case has once again brought attention to the urgent need for pursuit of justice for victims of police brutality. This second story is about Yesenia Garcia, a woman who was falsely accused of a hit-and-run crash, and the subsequent events that unfolded. Let's dive into the details. In May 2020, Yesenia Garcia was leaving a bar in Scottsdale with her friends when she discovered her car had a broken windshield. Seeking help, they called nearby police officers who were already investigating a hit-and-run incident in the area. However, instead of offering assistance, the officers accused Garcia of being involved in the crash. Body camera footage later revealed that one of the officers told Garcia, "A guy got hit. Your car is involved." Despite Garcia's confusion, the officers arrested her on charges of DUI, leaving the scene of an accident, and possession of drug paraphernalia. To collect evidence, her clothes were forcibly stripped to search for glass particles that the officers claimed would be present. As seen through the body camera footage, the officers said that when they arrived, they witnessed a hit-and-run crash involving her vehicle. They claimed that they noticed glass on her shirt, which aligned with the victim's statement. She denied driving, but they had reason to believe otherwise. The situation took a distressing turn for Yessa, as she found herself not only a victim of a crime, but also allegedly mistreated by the police officers she had called for help. Fortunately for Yessa, there was a surveillance camera above where her car was parked. The footage clearly shows her car's window was smashed by a vandal. In her opinion, it's unreasonable to accuse her of a hit and run when evidence points to her car being a victim itself. She said that she had just left Hi-Fi when this happened. Yessa has sued the local police department over claims of wrongful arrest and misconduct. The lawsuit has been filed in federal court, shedding light on the events that unfolded that night. According to the lawsuit, Yessa Garcia was arrested for DUI, failure to stop at the scene of an accident, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Shockingly, she claims she wasn't given access to an attorney when she requested one, and was subjected to having her blood drawn from her body against her will for a DUI test. It's clear that Miss Garcia did nothing wrong, but it's alleged that these officers did. Later after, the charges against Yessa Garcia have since been dropped. However, the Scottsdale Police Department has declined to comment on the pending litigation. On a positive note, the police chief has announced an internal investigation into the incident, with the results expected in 2 weeks. After enduring 15 months of emotional turmoil, Yessa Garcia remains focused on seeking justice. Nobody should have to go through what she experienced. It was only later that Scottsdale police admitted their mistake. Chief Jeff Walther acknowledged the errors made by his officers and expressed a commitment to accountability, transparency, and professionalism. The officers involved faced disciplinary actions, including suspensions ranging from 20 to 40 hours without pay. Yesenia Garcia's attorney, Benjamin Taylor, emphasized her innocence, stating that if the officers had reviewed the surveillance footage, she would never have been arrested. After After enduring a wrongful arrest, Garcia filed a lawsuit against the city of Scottsdale. This case gained national attention when the body camera footage of the officers during the investigation showed the mistreatment Garcia faced at the hands of the officers. They belittled her, repeatedly called her a liar, and denied her request to contact a lawyer. After almost 3 years, Yesenia Garcia expressed her relief and satisfaction with the recent settlement. The Scottsdale City Council unanimously approved a $200,000 payment to settle the wrongful arrest lawsuit. Garcia's attorney, Benjamin Taylor, reiterated her innocence and the importance of the video evidence that exonerated her. The case of Yesenia Garcia serves as a stark reminder of the importance of thorough investigations and accountability in law enforcement. It also highlights the significance of video evidence in ensuring justice. We hope that this settlement serves as a catalyst for positive change within the system. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling content like this. Thanks for watching.